We have now got the Trojan War. So chronology is a little bit out of whack here, I believe. Uh, Maybe not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I think the Ionia expansion takes place during the archaic period of Greece, which is um, later than the Trojan War is alleged to be. So chronology is messed up, and that's kind of why they make it a Bronze Age scenario as well. I quite like that. They make it so that you can't go to the Iron Age, which would have been much later in the timeline, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna be um, develop well defending at home and then going across the sea, much the same. To the east, I've got to kill Hesictor and I've got to capture the treasure of Priam. I'll start with a hero unit, which is going to be really useful for defending initial invasions. Remember to make a big horse or you can't win. Unfortunately, I don't think it actually exists in the scenario in any way at all. There's just nothing to actually equate to the Trojan horse. A real shame. They could have done something with that. Once again, need to slow the speed down. Every time I restart a scenario, we're on crazy speed. Oh, transport. That could be a nice free kill at the start. I'm going to put some towers on the shoreline as well. Because the landings do come. Oh wow, look at this. War galleys already. Rip. Probably going to try and micro around and just buy time to get those towers up a little bit as well. Although the war galleys may outrange the towers, which will be a really big issue. Doing a pretty good job of keeping this one alive for now. Oh, here we go. Hero unit making really short work of all of these units that land though, because it's just got insane stats. Look at that. I think it also regenerates health. Maybe wrong, but I think it does. Axemen I'm not too bothered about. That is a really stupid place for a farm. Look at how far I have to travel to a drop-off building. Crazy. Looks like we're getting another transport load of stuff, but that's not difficult to deal with at all. No stone to repair that tower, but it's kind of done its job. I wish I'd put this one in a better spot, like somewhere here, because I felt more like the angle of attack would be this way, but it ended up not being the case. These guys need to come and chop wood from a more sensible place now. Now that this forest has been exhausted. So he doesn't regenerate. It's a shame, but you can't have it all your own way. He's pretty beefy. Do I have a market this time? I'm not going to build two. Yeah, I do, but Need a little bit more resources to get the upgrades that I want. Oh, come on. I'm going to put somebody on that farm anyway, just to get rid of it. It's an eyesore. So what do these guys have up here? I don't remember. Like, why are the towers up there? What are they guarding? Anything? Clearly there's stone and gold there that I will be able to take, but those towers don't exactly stop me from doing that. Any fish on this map? I can't really see any fish. It's pretty weird. Some up here, but none in the vicinity of my own docks. I'll get one boat out anyway. Also need houses. Try and do some house walling across the front of my base. Maybe the AI fishing ships went idle because there's not that much fish on the map. Although the AI seemingly does love using fishing ships to explore without really any purpose. Okay, so there are some fish down here. Didn't make the boat for nothing. Someone made a comment the last time I was hunting whales about tiny boats hunting whales. It's pretty funny, like, look at the size of those whales compared to this boat. Wrong button. Wrong button again. So this island has a ton of gold and stuff on it, but the lions on it are insane. I think they're lion kings. They've got double HP and they do crazy damage to your villagers. So best to try and pick them off, but they just run away. May as well finish what I started, although I only want more house, so. But I'll soon be able to land them and basically rinse and repeat from the last scenario in terms of approach. They will be a bit more powerful. They'll have like more Bronze Age units rather than just Tool Age axemen and stuff for the most part. These lions are being annoying. Definitely living up to the Lion King name. No, not Shrek, but I didn't want to either. That's lion. Probably worth getting tower upgrades actually to land with. Gonna need a government centre to build a second TC on this island. It's funny when you consider the relationships between the buildings in AoE1, because the government centre is basically a university that you need it to build a second TC. It's very different to AoE2. That may have been one of the best spots on the island to actually build the TC, which is pretty annoying, but I guess I could go like there maybe. Like villager travel distance to resources when you're playing campaigns especially just doesn't make so much difference, especially as the villagers are really fast once you get wheel. I'm just trying to hit the cavalry from like the correct angle because as soon as I fire they micro and then I don't have any ballistics or anything. So I've got a stable, so I'll be able to build an academy the moment I get over there. Gonna need a lot more food than I currently have. Am I on neutral? It's really unhelpful the way they didn't actually bother to set the enemy AI to enemy on these. Enemy AI players to enemy, I mean, at the start of these scenarios, because it messes you up so much. I'm gonna go down the hoplite route this time. Although it looks like they're going to come here and absolutely wreck everything with my entire landing. Holy crap, that's a lot of hoplites. Those towers will basically go down at this point. Well, hopefully I can just do good damage from the sea while I'm here. So, landing is rebuffed. I'll probably build an academy over here. If I can find a place that will let me do it. I just saw the red thing fill in. There we go. Although the hoplites could actually get stuck to the top left of that one. Maybe here will work, because they should pop out on the north corner. I don't know. Maybe just go for a more sneaky academy down there. Especially while they are distracted with my galleys. Make some more ships as well too. Attack from the shore and whittle them down a bit. Get those upgrades for the hoplites. See if I can make this down here and get away with it. So I think there's an upgrade in here to make the hoplites quicker, possibly. Maybe it's in the Imperial, not the Imperial, it's the Iron Age. Because I've got the innate Greek bonus anyway, but I thought there was also an upgrade there, but as I said, potentially Imperial Iron Age one. That Siege Workshop could be done because I don't know if it could actually get by if it popped out to the south. I might just rebuild the building rather than waste the... Actually no, forget it. I'm not going to be running out of gold anytime soon. I've got so much. If anything, it's the wood that is the the primary concern. So you can. I was talking before about how hoplites are like Teutonic Knights in AoE 2. Look at the stats: 5 melee armor, but again no pierce armor. They're very very weak to pierce. This is why I built a stable as well, just to have a couple of cavalry around to charge after the bowmen if there are a number of them. Hopefully the stone throw pops out in a good place. There we go. Still a lot of units here though. Wow. I think I could be about to lose another landing here, folks. Fortunately, all these units have so little line of sight. Look at that. It took ages for the AI to activate them. Once again, the AI not proving particularly sophisticated in its refusal to retreat away from me. You might be sure when I shoot it, that's it with the galleys. But it does kind of make up for the way the bowmen have insane micro. The bowmen and the ships. And look how little damage he's actually taking, despite getting hit by another hoplite and cavalry unit. Do with hoplite missile armor versus pierce weapons. Really seal the deal here. They destroyed my siege workshop, so that's going to give me an opportunity to rebuild it in a better place. Could just keep cavalry away from the hoplites really. But it's going to be too late. That was out for the count. Let's look at reducing villager numbers at home now, because that's just cutting down on my army size. These guys don't really, all these guys don't really need to exist. Much more interested in having more villagers on this island gathering the gold. Seems like they probably started off with a lot of hoplites, but now are more inclined to produce cavalry units, which will make my task a lot more easy, well, a lot simpler. Looks like this guy's going to try and sneak and get my villagers. As someone in the chat says, my landing would have gone so much better if I'd actually waited for mass units, but I was being a bit lazy, like I didn't want to transport them over. Surprisingly, the massive towers that they will probably have on this island will actually do a lot of damage to the hoplites. So well advised to have made the siege as well. Even though they just destroy everything in melee. Only 1 pierce armor after I got that bronze shield upgrade. couple more stone throws will probably be enough to finish the scenario at this point. This guy trying to repair the wall segment. That's how neurotic the AI gets about trying to repair stuff that is being damaged. So I don't know if we killed Hector at this point. They have the hero Hector, and I don't know if he's dead yet. I assume he's going to be like a heavy cavalry unit, like my own hero, who I've kept at home for safekeeping. He would have been good in the attack if they weren't building mainly hoplites, because if he got surrounded by hoplites, he'd go down very, very quickly. Boom. Should have done that to that guy a long time ago. Being annoying. You dare to go idle. Dare to die. So here's the artifact I need to recover, the treasure of Priam. The question is, where is Hector? Well, the treasure is safe. There is Hector, so I can basically win this scenario by simultaneously achieving these objectives of... Oh, hang on, didn't load it onto the boat. Kill Hector right now. He seems to be glitching out, which is pretty cool because he's not even going to attack at all. And simply being in possession of the artifact seems to have done it. I didn't even have to take it back to the homeland. So that's the Trojan War one. Update the overlay. And head into the next. Now this one is going to be a very different change of pace. The last few scenarios have all been kind of build up and move out, and the last two very, very similar in the sense that it's just like crossing the sea to the east and landing and killing what you find there. This one I'm going to start off, and it's more of a micro-oriented puzzle scenario. It's called I'll Be Back, and at the start basically you run for your life, and then you find an army somewhere else in the map, and you have to come back and exact your revenge on the people that destroyed your base at the start. But there's no eco or building up really, as far as I remember. I'm not sure if there's any kind of story or myth or even an incident from history that this scenario is meant to reflect. We can see that apparently after helping the Minoans capture a powerful artifact, they want to use it to dominate the world. It seems that this is a little bit potentially fictional. Led by a group called by the 7 old men, the Minoans plan to kill you and your men. Hopelessly outnumbered, your only chance is to flee. Run like the wind and don't stop until you find your allies. Return to Crete to make the Minoans pay. It's kind of a change of pace from all of the others, which have at least attempted to root themselves in history. This is very kind of self-aware that it's artifice, I think. And look at the hints for this one. My friends are vital to my success and escape the trouble quickly, but then proceed carefully afterwards. they're not much help really. That's pretty generic advice that could apply to any scenario. Why this guy's a god of AoE, I don't I wouldn't label myself that at all. Not at all. I just know the game very well and have played it for a very long time. If sporadically over the past probably, I don't know, many years. I played this religiously for I don't know 3-4 years when it first came out when I was a kid. Like I got AoE 2 and the Conquerors straight away and played those a lot, but I found myself going back to this one more when I was a kid. Okay, where's my cavalry? I need to run. Only the cavalry will make it out. Move the transports to a position where they're not going to get shot by all these ships. Keep running with the cavalry, hope they make it. Some of them make it, please. I only need one unit to make it. It'd help if I wasn't doing this on fast speed. Probably should have loaded them into the non-damage transport, but it's too late now. So that was a bit of a frantic scenario, but now start to the scenario, but now it will calm down. Whoa, whoa, no. Do not. I need to figure out which is the safe way to actually get to the army that I shall find at the bottom of the map. I don't know if I have to land here. I think I do. I think I have to land here and then go to this transport. Like, although I didn't know what to do at the start of this scenario, I'm clearly much less well versed in what you do in the next bit. But I think this is it. I think I just have to run straight across. There are more enemy units in this area. Whoa, ballista. Fortunately, it doesn't have any kind of ballistics. As long as I make it onto this transport, I think I'm perfectly fine. And I will go down here and I've hit the jackpot because you can already see I've uncovered a big fortress city, but inside here is going to be a lot more good stuff. Look at all this. A whole bunch of Iron Age units. Well, some Iron Age and some... I think you can get these in Bronze Age composite bone, but everything else Iron Age unit basically. Horse archers, heavy cavalry, heavy catapults, ballistae, longswordmen, elephant archers and composite bowmen, so really good composition of mixed army here. And I basically get nothing else other than these forces, but I've got to make my way back up here and take revenge on these guys who just killed me and at the start and destroyed this, basically, this temple of the yellow old men, as it calls them. What was it? 7 yellow old men, yeah. So first of all, I'm going to load heavy cavalry onto the transports and go across. So at this point, I'm going to go with a save in case like I mess up from this point. I don't need to repeat the scenario from the beginning because that would be quite tedious. I'm going to drop off the heavy cavalry first because they were not fragile. Fragile units that will get like one-shotted if there's a ballista there or something. Which indeed there was. You know, if I dropped off composite bowmen, that probably would have died to that ballista shot straight away. It doesn't matter that I'm taking damage on the heavy cavalry because I can bring them back and heal them. As long as I don't take another ballista shot. I want to avoid losing this guy though, but I'm going to take them back. Also shouldn't be losing as many heavy transports with this, but I've lured the ballista to the shore and it's not worked out too much in my favour. Like I'd have preferred if more of those ballista had stayed back on towards the middle of the mainland. I need to bring my priests out and heal up. Like I'm gonna do this entire section with the heavy cavalry, as I say, just because They won't be dying quickly to things that hit them just because of the amount of hit points that they've got. I could also use these cavalry because they've got good HP as well. Actually, I'm surprised. I'm not quite sure what bonus has caused them to have more HP than their upgraded form. It must be something special that's applied to them in this scenario, or potentially a civilization thing. Or maybe those guys had like upgrades that these guys didn't have their technology applied to them. They've actually got the, for some reason, they've got the Asian architecture set that's applied to like the Yamato and the Chosun and the Shang in the game. Just shows you how far-fetched this scenario is compared to the roughly historical basis of the other ones. So, gonna drop off the heavy cavalry again for another run. Try and clean up some more ballistae this time. Oh god, that's a lot. And I've actually lost a unit there, which is really bad because it's so wasteful at this point. And I'm losing another one. I'm gonna get out of there. Oh. I think he's gonna die. There's a real like storm of fire there that was just too much to handle. Like I got ballista firing there whilst I was killing these ones, etc. Yeah, that's another loss. But like this is going to be the main use of the cavalry in this scenario. Once I land on the northern part of the map, they'll be useful, but they won't be as useful. But I definitely could have done without wasting them. I should probably be playing the game on 1.0 speed as well at this point, because it would make it much easier to be microing and avoiding all these arrows and ballista shots. But it's so much harder to avoid arrow fire in Age of Empires 1 than it is in Age of Empires 2, because the projectiles travel much faster and hit moving targets much more easily. Let's go and see what I can achieve on this sortie out. I reckon this time I'll probably be able to think about moving more things over shortly, because I think I've cleared out most of the stuff. There is a nest of bowmen here that need to be gotten rid of, which is but. One guy hiding behind the trees there. So I think that's fine now. I'm going to bring them back to get them healed, but next time I'm going to take elephant archers with me. Like, these would have been a good choice anyway, actually. When I was saying about fragile units and not wanting to get them one-shotted by ballistae when I landed, I'd forgotten about the elephant archers because they have insane hit points. They would have been a perfect unit to have landed with as well. You can see that for anyone who is not familiar with it, the war elephants of AoE 2, the Persian war elephants, you can have an archer variant of them in this game that also has 600 HP, so it's like a walking tower pretty much. Very, very tanky units that are useful. And that's why, like a bit later on when I said I wasn't too worried about using the cavalry, the elephant archers are probably going to be the most important unit when I land the northern part of the map. This time I'll take one catapult with my elephant archers and the cavalry. And then if everything's safe, then I'll start to move priests over as well. So that I don't have to keep transporting to get healed. Right, this is a pretty safe beachhead now, so time to start moving stuff. See, I've uncovered some more transports here, which will be the ones that I will use to move towards the northern part of the map. Found another ballista. Gonna have to try and avoid dying too much to that. This cavalry needs to get out of there. In fact, I'm gonna get them all out of there for now. Retreat to the safety of elephant archers. You can just tank forevermore. So this will be quite a slow-paced mission because it has to be done in stages, and keep retreating to heal as well because I can't replace anything. But we will get there. Take over the horse archers in the second catapult. Weirdly placed enemy dock there. Don't like to see it because presumably they can't make any stuff out of it, but oh, that cavalry could be a little bit close to death. Let's get out of there. Pathfinding is really bad. Look at that guy, he wanted to go all the way around to go this way just because his mate was blocking him at the start. So just for a little while I'm going to focus on clearing this left corner, and then maybe I don't have to worry about clearing out the whole rest of the island too much. The micro of these composite bowmen is pretty godly. What civ are they from? Are they from Syrian? They're not Minoan ones, as somebody was talking about before. First of all, actually I won't destroy that dock because I think it blocks enemy ships from coming in there until I'm ready. I think that's the purpose of it, is to stop enemy ships ever coming to these transports and destroying them. That's actually a pretty clever scenario design thing. Look at how much the elephant archers can tank these ballista shots. Ballista does 40 damage. Elephant Archer's just shrugging it off. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I think I can afford to just retreat from this area now and just send all my stuff across on the left-hand side. Should be pretty safe to just stage my attack on the North Island from this side now. So I didn't leave any things on this island. Just gonna get all my army over here healed up and then basically decide what I want to be my initial landing force, because Elephant Archers will be the obvious candidate because of their HP. Ooh, might be able to snipe a little yellow transport from here. Nah, it's gonna back off. Long swordsman will make quite good thing to drop off at the start as well, because it's a lot of DPS if anything gets into close combat. The cheek of that, trying to pick off my priest as well. So I'm going to use a catapult, destroy that dock, that will allow me to bring these transports around. I'm going to allow myself the liberty of another save here because there's little sense in repeating this part if I make a mistake at this point and lose the scenario. Converting that ship is going to give me good scouting information about what I'm going to face when I land here. See, it's mainly short swordsmen, improved bowmen, none of which will cause me any great consternation. I'm actually not going to use the priest to try and convert that ship immediately, at least until I've drawn the aggro of the ship, because the priest can only survive 4 shots from that ship. Killing it is fine. Like, the war galley wouldn't actually help me in any real way. It's just a little bit of scouting information. Wow, that one nearly got that priest. So I can take across up to 30 troops at once because I've got 3 heavy transports, each with 10 HP, 10 transport capacity. I mean, but it's probably going to be more manageable if I don't send across that many troops initially. Just from a micro and preserving the troops perspective. Something that's definitely not going in the initial landing party is the priests, because they'll be very vulnerable to just a quick shot straight away. Definitely send cavalry, long swordsmen, and I'll take composite bowmen as well. I wonder if I can get a good shot on this bowman before I go across. Seems I can't hit him, he's out of range, although the dock wasn't. I'm not going to send horse archers because they're probably going to be something I want to make sure I preserve for the rest of the scenario, because they're pretty goddamn awesome units once you factor in micro capabilities. So let's just go and dump this 2 lots of troops over here for starters. Should easily mop up everything that's in this area. I'm going to pull that flick back actually. We're going to stand by the shore. These towers have got a lot of HP actually. Yeah, I think these have got what civilization is it? Babylonian. They must. I think they've got double HP towers, which is a real issue. I'm gonna put everything on stand ground just to make use of the elephant archers and the composite bowmen to deal damage right now. Let's see if I'd bought a lot more fragile units over here. They would have just like run into all the towers and died basically at the start. I'm having to keep everything on stand ground. And also, if I had brought a catapult across with me, it would have like attacked grounded on it wouldn't attack the sentry tower. The area damage would have hit my own units and just destroyed me basically. This is a better time to bring it across. Unfortunately, that's a bit too close to that tower. Let's try here. ICBM. You want me to destroy the towers from across the shore with ICBM ballistae that can fire across the entire map. Well, right now it seems pretty safe to start bringing everything else across. Definitely bring these ballista. Now that first tower is down, just park them here for a bit. And then priests can come on as well. I just need to create a little bit of a beachhead to move my troops forward so the priests can sit behind them. So do I have anything in any of these transports? No, I don't. So let's just move them out of the way. Keep this war galley here actually just to line of sight to anything coming along the shoreline, but I should be fine. Should be absolutely fine. Just need to get everything healed up now. There's a lot of hurt units here. And some of my priests seem to be missing. Ah, two of them didn't make it up to transport them. Whoa, that ballista's actually being hit. 6+1 versus 9 range and it's actually being hit. It must be a line of sight issue. Somebody was saying on YouTube about when I was talking about units with different range still hitting each other. And I got a comment on YouTube saying it's probably line of sight, and I have to agree because I can't think of any other reason for it to happen. Healing elephant archers takes forever because of the simple amount of HP they've got. And it seems to be on a unit basis of hit points rather than percentage of the unit. So we'll need to use catapults to destroy all the towers, I think, because the ballista are not remaining out of line of sight of the towers, out of range of the towers. Somebody thinks they're tough enough. As do a whole bunch more people, it seems. Unfortunately for them, they're straying to the range of ballista as well, which is going to absolutely slaughter them pretty quickly. I even try and get one or two cheeky conversions, but it's probably not going to happen because my force is too strong and is killing them too fast. It's all a bit crowded now. I feel like Hannibal getting my elephant stuck in the mountains. Do a little bit of a sortie with the horse archers as well, just to see what's up. Look at this guy, he's gonna dodge forever now. Whoa! That's not allowed. Conversion, just about before it died. See if I can keep that converted cavalry alive. Because of this pass is so narrow, I'm getting a little bit stuck now. I should probably bring my catapults down here and send more something like horse archers or elephant archers up this area. I'm being quite cautious still because I'm not exactly sure how much stuff they will still have left. I think there's loads of resources here, there's tons of gold, so they could potentially be rebuilding all the stuff that I'm killing. So I'm not feeling like complacent about this yet. Catapults are making great scouts with the line of sight that they have. But nonetheless, it should be elephant archers pressing ahead just because their survivability. Nothing much going on over here. A few swordsmen that will be no match for the horse archers. I'll probably just end up running into more towers and perhaps units. There's nothing much happening there. I've got 3 composite bowmen left that will be enough to just keep an eye on my right flank as I advance, and I'll probably move most of my units up to the top. He dodged the shot and then went back into it. Taking the high road. These Babylonian towers with the double HP are really annoying. But we're making good progress towards the temple that we need to destroy now. Unfortunately, towers are everywhere. Test what the guy is saying in the chat and see if I can get those ballista to... Whoa! Look, with the cliff burners, that is a lot of damage that it's doing to that catapult. Need to get it out there. Just get that one elephant at the front tanking everything to give me line of sight so everything else can attack. Probably get the other elephants out of there at this point, just to move more siege in range. Oh, this one is getting a little bit damaged now. Whoa, that's cheeky. Fortunately, didn't lose one to be converted by that priest then. Roadblock is real though. Be careful there. Almost there. Ton of Wallows in the chat. You following the old AoE1 priest sounds. Let's see if I can find more of those priests. What are they? Look at this housing estate. It's crazy. Whoa, 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 get out of there. Okay. There are a whole bunch of priests there. Best idea is probably to run some useless units in front of them. Like long swordsmen. And then just pulverize everything with siege. The ballista are also generally able to kill them before they get a conversion off. So I'm just going to run long swordsmen in there to get line of sight to defeat the priests, and then I can kill them. Oh, my other catapult just got all 4 ballista and one of my own catapults. I was about to move everything because I saw it. I thought something like that was going to happen. Late Titanic here. Gonna lose everything. But all I need to do is defeat that temple. Serious blue on blue incident there. Huge friendly fire issues. Bring up the priests. We need their healing capabilities. But that's the end. Yeah, I thought there were going to be 7 yellow old men as well, but we only saw, I think, 3, possibly? Struggling to remember, I think 3. Pretty strange why there weren't 7. Maybe some of them were hiding. So I think I shall leave it there. Done a pretty good chunk of the Greece campaign tonight, half of it in fact. Just three remained for to get done tomorrow. So as long as none of them go terribly wrong, then I'll probably be able to complete Greece tomorrow. Maybe even start Babylon, um, which is a pretty interesting campaign. The levels are very, some of them at least, are very puzzle-like. Um, it's also got one of the levels which I think is possibly the hardest one to do, called Nineveh. Um, but I'm absolutely dreading coming to that one. But it's on the horizon now that we're making good headwind through the Greece campaign and within touching distance of Babylon. I'm pretty scared of how that one's going to go. It'll probably be a lot like the Egyptian Wonder of the World campaign the other night, when I had to restart over and over and over again. But we'll deal with that when it comes to it. Um, okay then, guys. I'm gonna log off now. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you to those people who were here waiting at the start as well. That was pretty cool. Recognised a couple of you from the chat or the YouTube actually. But yeah, I'm going to stream at more or less the same time tomorrow, if I am able to stick to my schedule. Actually, starting half an hour earlier, but pretty much the same time. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and see you soon.